Hi students, I welcome you all for control system lectures. In previous class, we have discussed what is a mechanical translatory system, different elements involved in mechanical translatory system, and we have solved two examples of obtaining mathematical model for mechanical translatory system. And if you observe the elements that are in mechanical translatory systems, there are spring, mass, and damper. Right. So in this class, what we are going to discuss is mechanical rotationary system. It is as similar as mechanical translatory system, but the way we represent the element would be different, and the application will vary. In mechanical translatory system, the motion of system will be in linear or translator. In rotational mechanical system, the movement will be angular. So the way we represent displacement or velocity or angular displacement and angular velocity, right? So if you observe here, the spring which we are using is K. It is as same as a mechanical translatory system. And it comes to J. Actually, what we used in mechanical translatory system is mass M. Right. Since it is rotational, we are considering inertia, moment of inertia. That is J. And here theta is the displacement. Where in translatory system we used x as a variable. Here we are using theta. So when it comes to dashboard, it is as same as B here. So here again theta is mechanical displacement and omega is mechanical velocity or angular velocity. Sorry, angular velocity. Right. So with this brief introduction, I will just give the elements that are in mechanical rotational system. Right, when you consider a single mass with one end is fixed, right, then J, that is inertia, where theta is angular displacement, omega is angular velocity, and torque velocity is given as Tj is equal to J d omega by dt. In mechanical translatory system, you would have observed Fm, right? Since it is a mass and we are representing a force there, here force is represented as torque because it is angular, right? Similarly, for displacement, this is the formula. And when it comes to spring, spring is having a fixed end, and the torque is the rotational force. Rotational force is nothing but a torque here, and it is torque velocity and torque displacement as follows. Similarly for dashboard, and we have given what is spring, mass and damper in mechanical translatory system when both ends are movable. Right, first three represents the system with the elements with fixed end. When the both ends are movable, then we can represent angular displacement as theta 1 on one side and theta 2 on other side. Similarly, when it is velocity, omega 1 on one side and omega 2 on other side. So this is the formula. When it is coming to spring, it is dk is equal to k integral omega 1 minus omega 2 dt for torque velocity. Right. So similarly for torque displacement, and same as that of dashboard, but we are not considering any integral terms. Right. With this with this introduction, we'll jump into solving mathematical model, obtaining mathematical model for mechanical translatory system. Let us consider a system, a mechanical rotational system, as Okay, let us consider a mechanical translatory system. Sorry, mechanical rotational system where spring is given as K here, and moment of inertia is J, right? And the dashboard is B. Here, as I said, one end is fixed. With the first problem, we will go with the fixed end, right? So torque across the circuit is T, and the displacement is referred as theta, right? And what are the forces? So as we see in mechanical translatory system, what we have to do is we need to draw free body diagram. So what free body diagram we are drawing for mechanical translatory system is for mass. Here it is J, that is inertia. So J, where what are the elements which are influencing its torque on the J? You can see K is influencing on J and B is influencing on J, and J itself is having a torque, that is Tj, right? So what are the torques involved in the system is Tk and Tb and Tj, right? So what is the opposing force? Like these are forces acting on the system. What are the opposing forces is theta and torque, right? So the applied torque applied torque T is in the direction of angular displacement. Angular displacement is theta. So T is in the direction of angular displacement, and the reaction torques that are Tk, Tb, sorry, I'll just represent it. Tk, right? So what are the reaction torques that are Tk, Tb and Tj? So that is spring, dashboard and inertia of mass, right? So we have to represent all these torques in terms of angular displacement. So in translatory system, what we are doing is we are representing in terms of translatory displacement. Here we have to represent in angular displacement. So for consider for K, that is spring, Tk is equal to K theta, and for Tb it is B into d theta by dt, and what is left, and it is Tj. Tj is equal to J into d square theta by dt square, right? So now we have to apply Newton's second law. Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law? F equal to ma actually, but since it is torque, we have to by using Newton's second law, we have to represent all the torques as a summated torques, that is equilibrium torques, right? T is equal to Tk plus Tb plus Tj, right? So what is just we need to substitute the terms which we got it for independent terms, individual torques, right? that is t is equal to j into d theta square d square theta by dt square plus b into d theta by dt plus k theta, right? So the transfer function of the model, we need to represent this equation 1 in terms of transfer function. So by applying Laplace transform, by applying Laplace transform, what we get? Uh, just give me a minute. So by applying Laplace transform, we get transfer function t of s is equal to j into s square theta of s plus b into b into s, right? B into actually s b into s into theta of s plus k, right? K into theta, that is k into theta of s actually, right? K into theta of s. So how we get a mathematical model? So mathematical model, we need to show the ratio of output to input. So what is input here? Input is the displacement theta of, that is angular displacement, that is theta of s. Theta of s is the displacement and t of s is the actual torque. So displacement to torque will give you the mathematical model of translatory system. For this system, if you take common of theta of s, you get sorry, you take a common of theta of s, you get js square plus bs plus k, right? So what is theta of s by t of s? That is 1 by js square plus bs plus k. So this is the mathematical model. This is the mathematical model for the given system, right? This is the system. For this system, this is the mathematical model. Hope it is clear for you, and we'll do another example with movable ends, like both ends are movable, or we'll take another example we'll take where we can consider two masses, that is inertia j1 and j2 will consider in the next example, then it will be more clear for you. Okay. um, yes. So okay, problem 2. Let us consider another system, another rotational system. J1 and spring as K, and J2 is another moment of inertia J2, and it is fixed to dashboard B, and we'll connect it to fixed end, right? actually dashboard is there, it is fixed. So what are the forces, actual forces influencing in the system? Actual force is T, and the displacement, and angular displacement is theta, right? Theta, right? And here actually we'll consider another j is there, so we can consider here actually theta 2. Sorry for this. I'll redraw this. This is just a j and so another displacement, angular displacement is theta 2. This is theta 1, right? So as we start with the first step of a free body diagram, we need to draw free body diagram for J1, right? So what are the forces acting on J1? You can see J1 itself is having its own inertia, that is Tj, and due to K it is having some torque, that is Tk, right? I think only two forces, one is Tj and Tj1, right? Tj1 and Tk. So what are the external forces? That is T and theta 1, right? So we have to represent all the individual terms and all the torques in terms of angular displacement, right? So so what are the torques here? Tj1 is equal to j into d square theta by dt square, and Tk is equal to k into theta, sorry, k into theta 1 minus theta 2, and T is equal to, so these are the forces, actually individual forces due to Tj1 and Tk, and what is the overall torque here? T is equal to Tj1 plus Tk, right? Therefore T is equal to J1, here actually it is J1 d square theta by dt square plus k into theta 1 minus theta 2. So again what we do here, once we get the overall torque, we need to apply Laplace transform. Applying Laplace transform, what we get is T of s is equal to J1 s square theta 1 of s plus k into theta 1 of s minus theta 2 of s, right? So what we do is we'll segregate or separate theta 1 terms and theta 2 terms, right? Theta 1 of s, j1 s square plus k, right? And k into theta 2 of s. So let us consider this as equation 1. We'll be using this to get overall model, right? Now what we have to do, You can see we have drawn free body diagram for J1. Now we have to draw free body diagram for J2. Right. Okay, consider a free body diagram for J2. J2. So what are the forces acting, torques are acting on J2? Let us see what are the forces acting on J2. So you can see J2 is having K and dashboard, and J2 itself is having torque, right? Internal torque. So torque due to K, torque due to, actually B I didn't represented. I think I didn't give B here. Yeah, it is actually B, right? Torque due to dashboard is B. Right. Now what we have to do is we have to write all the torques with respect to angular displacement. So individual torques, that is torque due to Tj2, torque due to Tk, and torque due to dashboard B, Tb. And here actually what is the displacement due to on Tj2? What is displacement on J2? We have theta 2, right? Theta 2 is on J2. So we have to write theta 2 is theta 2. So now again we have to represent individual torques with respect to J2 in terms of a displacement. That is Tj2 is equal to J2 into d square theta 2 by dt square, right? Then Tb, that is torque due to dashboard, that is B into d theta 2 by dt, and Tk. For the second term, what we have to do, actually Tk, when it is spring is connected to J1 as well as J2, when we are writing torque equations for J1, we have to write K into J1 minus J2, because we are writing for J1. When we are writing for J2, we have to write K into J2 minus J1, right? Now, since we are writing for J2, what is the torque equation with respect to spring? That is Tk is equal to K into theta 2 minus theta 1, right? Now there is no external torque here. If you observe the figure, the external torque is only for J1. There is no any external torque for J2. So the left hand side will be 0, right? Overall torque is actually 0, that is equal to Tj2 plus Tb plus Tk. So we will substitute all those terms. J2 d square theta 2 by dt square plus B into d theta 2 by dt plus K into theta 2 minus theta 1. Right. Now what we have to do? Apply Laplace transform. Apply Laplace transform, that is J2 s square into theta 2 of s plus B into s theta 2 of s plus K into theta 2, sorry, it is not rubbing. Okay, fine. We'll do one thing. We'll write it down here. Okay. Anyway, we'll write it here actually. Applying Laplace transform, what is the terms you get is J2 S square theta 2 of S plus B D, sorry, S, B into S theta 2 of S plus K into theta 2 of S minus theta 1 of S. Right, now we have to segregate theta 1 and theta 2 terms. What we get is that equal to actually 0, right? Here actually left hand term is 0. Now we'll segregate and write in terms of theta 2 and theta 1 separately. J2 S square plus B S plus K all divided by K, that is equal to theta 1 of S. Right? Now what we'll have to do is we have to get the mathematical model of this system. What is the input torque here actually? T theta, and here actually since after all the elements we are getting the displacement at the end as theta 2, so the relationship we have to form is theta 2 to T, right? We have to get the equation in terms of theta 2 and T. Right, so what we have to do is we have to substitute theta 1 here, theta 1 in equation 1. Equation 1 we have theta 1, right? So here that theta 1 we have to substitute here and get in terms of theta 2, whole equation in terms of theta 2. Okay, so by substituting theta 1 in the equation 1, what we get is T of S is equal to theta 2 of S of, here actually theta 2 of J2 S square plus BS plus K divided by K into, can see what is the term left over in J1 here, J1 S square plus K minus K into theta 2 of S. So we have to write, after substituting theta 1, the leftover term is this, right? Leftover term is this. Now we'll write that here. J1 S square plus K minus K2, sorry, K square. Right, is it correct? K square, since we are representing actually K, will give as a denominator factor, whole denominator factor here. As of now we will give only K. As of now we will give only K. Right, K, okay, minus K. And this actually term, this term is there for this denominator K is there, right? So this denominator k will take on whole term, then we get k square here. Therefore, from this equation what you get? Theta 2 of s, theta 2 of s to t of s is equal to k into k divided by the leftover term, that is j2s square plus bs plus k into j1s square plus k minus k square. So therefore this is the mathematical model for the particular system, right? Sorry for this. T of s, this is the final equation. So once again we'll just recap what we have done in this problem. So it was given for us to design or obtain the mathematical model for this rotational system. Initially we have taken J1 of a free body diagram, then applied forces and actual forces we have segregated. When we are writing, just remember, I think this is my mistake here, we have to give the opposite direction actually. So forces due to this Tj1 and Tk are actually opposing forces. So the direction we have to give it is in opposite direction, right? So T, I'll write down here itself, T, K, Tj1 and Tk. Okay, then yeah, I'll just explain what is the procedure. Initially, we have to take a free body diagram of J1, write down all the torques acting on it, and you have to represent the torques in terms of a displacement. So theta we have to consider, alright, theta 1, sorry, theta 1. Okay, so we'll be representing all the torques applied on the J1 separately, and we have to summate all the torques with respect to output, then apply Laplace transform. We'll get the Laplace transform of the J1, right? Then we have to go with the J2, apply all the forces on the J2, and repeat the same procedure what you did for getting individual torques. Summate all the torques. Since we don't have the external displacement, external force, external torque, we are equating it to 0. So 0 is equal to Tj2 plus Tb plus K for J2 actually, right? Then we'll write it in terms of all the torque equations, right? Then apply Laplace transform. Once applying Laplace transform, we'll be segregating theta 2 terms and theta 1 terms, and we have to substitute theta 1 in the equation which we got for J1, right? That is this first equation, equation 1. Here theta 1 is there, right? We have to substitute from first J term, whatever we are calculating, we have to substitute in equation 1. Then what we are getting is the relationship of overall torque with respect to output. Output is displacement, that is theta 2, and overall torque is T of S. So therefore we will get a mathematical model as shown here. Okay. Okay. So that's it for today's class. So what we have done, just recap of what we have done in this class. We have considered mechanical rotational system. We have given different terms of mechanical rotational system. Then we have formulated two examples. One is with considering one torque J1, and second example we have considered two torques where we solved adopted the mathematical model for mechanical rotational system. Okay, in the next class we will be taking care of electrical system and analogous part. Okay, thanks for your attention. We'll see you in the next class.